Letter to President Trump, May 28, 2020. Dear President Trump, it is with great sorrow that I am writing you this letter concerning the issue of police brutality. I am a 51-year-old black pastor, and as long as I have been on this earth in America, police brutality has always been one of the biggest concerns in our community. George Floyd was brutally killed in broad daylight on camera in front of witnesses. Yet we are sitting here as a civilized country, the United States of America, and wondering if justice will be served. How can we call ourselves civilized if this kind of brutality is allowed in our country? How can we continually dehumanize people because of skin color if the goal is to make America great? I am a supporter of every police officer that puts his life on the line for our safety and protection. Every police officer that upholds their vows to protect and serve are honorable. But when appointed police officers brutally murder a helpless man, it will eventually reflect on the governing administration if that administration remains silent. Mr. President, we need a president that will look injustice in the face and say no more. We need a president that will communicate to the communities of color that unlawful bloodshed will not be allowed against any ethnic group in this country. President Trump, we are hoping that you will be that president. We need swift actions from you. I'm asking you to make a public statement to our country that this abuse will not be allowed under your administration. Our communities of color need support from your administration. Will you help us with what I am referring to earlier as our biggest concern? Sincerely, Pastor W. Rob Wallace.
Thank you very much. My fellow Americans, my first and highest duty as president is to defend our great country and the American people. I swore an oath to uphold the laws of our nation, and that is exactly what I will do. All Americans were rightly sickened and revolted by the brutal death of George Floyd. My administration is fully committed that for George and his family, justice will be served. He will not have died in vain. But we cannot allow the righteous cries and peaceful protesters to be drowned out by an angry mob. The biggest victims of the rioting are peace-loving citizens in our poorest communities. And as their president, I will fight to keep them safe. I will fight to protect you. I am your president of law and order and an ally of all peaceful protesters.